Well, it's a story we've been following since it broke yesterday. Kristi Noem, the former DHS secretary, fired by President Donald Trump and his chosen replacement. You're looking at him, U.S. Senator Markwayne Mullin of Oklahoma. This morning, we're joined by political science professor Trey Orndorff. Doctor, we appreciate you being with us this morning.
It's always wonderful being here with you this morning.
Yeah, thank you, sir. This was you know, there's been a lot of secretaries come and go under President Trump already. And so some folks might have been surprised to see a U.S. senator, which can sometimes be a long-time position, depending on if you continue to get reelected, to decide to take this position. Were you surprised by it?
I was surprised. Oftentimes you're not going to see this kind of move, but I suppose that Mullin wants to be closer to the Trump administration and potentially has some kind of longer-term plan.
This has been a challenging position for most folks that have had it, because certainly we have had an immigration problem in this country for a long time. Some of the policies of ICE haven't been extremely popular with some parts of the populace. We had the problems in Minnesota. There was a planned ICE detention facility here in Oklahoma, or one that was talked about anyway. Again, got quite a bit of pushback. This will be a challenging position, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you didn't even mention, for example, that DHS is not funded currently, and so his own office isn't doing that. So his colleagues will have to make decisions about when to approve him or not as it comes to funding as well.
How do you see his confirmation going along? I mean, it is a Republican-controlled Congress right now.
Yeah, I mean, historically, the Senate is kind to its own, and so we've already got a couple of Democrats, even this morning, suggesting they would be open to Senator Mullin as being the representative or the new head of DHS. But of course, the question will become, how does that work with the ongoing budget crisis? They haven't funded it yet.
Yeah, that's true enough.
So that'll be the question, but I think overall, historically speaking, it's a relatively easy path forward.
Let me ask you about this. Well, before my time and well before your time, my father covered it, though, back when J. Howard Edmondson was the governor of Oklahoma. He resigned his seat as governor and was appointed as the U.S. senator after Robert S. Kerr passed away by George Nye. That can't happen anymore, right?
No. As of 2021, we have the caretaker law here in Oklahoma, which requires that the next, interim senator who's going to be appointed by the governor has to take an oath. It says, I'm not going to run for this office. So it's going to be very different than what's happened in other locations in the past or in other locations around the country.
Do you see this shaking up any of the other races going on? Do you see somebody dropping out of the governor's race to possibly pursue this seat? We have Congress people that are the people in the House of Representatives possibly interested in moving, if you want to call it, moving up to the Senate.
Yes, I mean, this is going to be an open race. So generally speaking, no one's going to run against Mullin, but now you got an open seat in the Senate. Of course, people are going to be interested in it here.
And it's late in the game, right?
It's relatively late in the game, especially since it's probably going to be the primary that's the primary determinant of who wins.
Right.
I could imagine that you have at least a dozen candidates who are viable this early on, and you're going to see people start coming out of the woodwork.
And money?
Well, money is always the big question mark, but I think for this kind of race, name recognition is probably going to be the bigger question early on.
Okay, very good. We appreciate you being here this morning, and it's going to be very interesting to watch all this play out over the next 7-8 months here in Oklahoma, right?
Oh, absolutely. Listen, that's what I do.
All right, appreciate you being here. More to come. Keep it right here.